Hi everyone, welcome back to The Learning Gardener. If you haven't been here before, my name is Pip and welcome to the chicken run. I wanted to show you guys some of the things I've been working on over the last couple of days and continue working on it in this video to try and make the chickens safer. You can see I've put a shade cloth over the door, and the idea of that was just to create a visual block between dogs and chickens. You can see I've also got, or hopefully you can see, and I'll show you inside, some containers along the side here. I was thinking, what is going to maintain its green over winter, which we are soon to be going into, because I've got a lot of things that I want to plant along here, like an oak leaf hydrangea. My hydrangea cuttings for the most part haven't panned out. We've also got a red twig dogwood cutting that worked out, but so there's lots of things I want to plant along here, and possibly a passion fruit vine, but none of that is going to give me immediate help with the problem of trying to help desensitize the puppies so they're less interested in the chickens. But so what we've got is a lemongrass that I had planted and from seed and have had for quite some time as a snake deterrent that was along the boundary line with my neighbor, because I know they have a snake that lives in their shed, but for priority's sake we've moved it down here. My best friend who lives 3 doors down had a lemongrass plant she did not want, so yesterday I dug it up and put it here, and that creates quite a barrier. And then the other thing I've tried to do is just put cardboard along the inside, just to see if what I want to work on is going to work, and I think it is, because today Birdie was down here on the other side of the fence. The chickens were moving around in the run. Birdie could just see them but wasn't particularly interested, and the chickens were not disturbed at all, whereas previously when they've seen the dogs they've bolted back inside the coop. So I think this is going to help everybody reduce the stress. Now the thing we're going to work on first is water management. We have got about a week of rain coming up, 3 days in particular we're forecast to get 100 mils of rain, and seeing as we are almost finished the coccidiosis treatment that I had to do when I first got the chickies, I don't want to have to do it again because they're exposed to soggy, wet soil. The girls have just finished their nightly hoover up all the food routine, and they have just put themselves to bed. Hi Partridge. And so now's a pretty good time to work in here because I'm not freaking them out by moving them around. But what I'm doing is just sprinkling some wood chips lightly all around, just to absorb some of the moisture that we're going to get. I'm not going to do it everywhere. I'm going to do it a lot around the coop, because in the last few days they've been hiding out here and pooping a lot here, so it'd be good to cover the poop. But I also want to do the trims and edges, which means disturbing them a little bit behind the house, because I haven't done behind there. But I do want to leave areas like over here a little bit free, because that's where they've set up a little dust bathing area, and I want to encourage that. That spot is also higher ground, and therefore the water is more likely to flow down this way, and we're more likely to end up with sogginess down the back here. So that's where I want to spread most of the mulch. Now because we've only got 20 minutes left before sundown, I need to get as much done as possible, so we're just going to show you this quickly. We have got this new roosting station which I've set up. I want to keep working on it as I find sticks that are appropriate level. In the interim, I have given them the sawhorses that I got from the tip shop for $5. I've put a few old wood stumps around to help them kind of get up there, and a graduated rise up to that roosting station with a broken branch. To be honest, they mostly just fly up there, and it's mostly Partridge and Freckle Betty that I've seen up there, although Big Betty has been up there. So that's really great to see them starting to explore and enjoy. And we also did the cinder blocks and planted them up. I don't think these plants are going to get enough sun to survive long term because we've got shade cloth and stuff, but we've got coriander, strawberry seedling, strawberry runners, we've got more coriander, we've got some thyme, and we've got some oregano. And the chickies were having a little peck and a little enjoy of that. So I want to do more of that, but at the door, to increase the security at the door. The other thing I did, and this is one of my favorite things because it completely prevents anybody from seeing through in either direction, is I removed their sticks that they had set up and I wired them to the frame so they're not going to fall over in a windstorm. And I've kind of created like half a tent, and it wraps around, and the girls frequently will climb in and under here and just enjoy this more sunny area, but not in full sun, because actually this coop is at the moment getting a lot more sun than I anticipated. So I am having to kind of think about what I'm going to do, especially once we come out of winter, which is a few months off being a problem. But we've got also the lemongrass, as I said, the mint, wormwood and thyme container, which the girls were having a little munch on this morning as well. But you can see I've just put cardboard in to test the visual barrier. It's worked quite nicely. It just needs to be a little bit taller so bird can't see in, and I think that's going to work beautifully. But it was a great quick fix and a great test to the theory that I was working on, because I didn't want to put in a lot of time and resources into doing something that might not help the situation. So I'm thinking that the effort is going to be worth it. I have some frost cloth in the shed that I haven't used for anything else, so I'm going to put it all around the edge, especially at the front and the sides, where the dogs would be able to see in from the temporary fence that we put up, and hopefully that will give the girls both some shade from the sun, particularly the afternoon sun, and also some privacy, some much needed privacy. And we've got 2 cinder blocks here which I want to put some more strawberry runners in, and I've laid all this mesh underneath here and put 2 huge, very heavy paving stones there to prevent someone getting in and under the door, and wired up the door a heap more. So there's been a lot of change in here. I've got a lot still to do and not a lot of daylight hours to do it in. Some of what I just talked you guys through doing is going to have to carry over until tomorrow, assuming we get some time tomorrow that it is not raining. But the other thing I need to do right now is actually clean up this area slightly, because my friend and her kids and her husband are coming over for Easter sausages by the fire. The aim of the game here is not to pretty anything up. It's way too late in the day to deal with that. I just want to get in, give it a quick whippersnip so we can all sit comfortably by the fire. A lot of that stuff was stuff that was left over from when the shed got put up, and it's like bags of sand that we'll use on other projects, and I just don't have time to deal with it now. So we've got it away from where the flames will be, and now we can whippersnip here and get the flames going.
Your grace will be enough when my eyes can't see what you have prepared for me. Your grace will be enough, and strength is rising as I wait patiently words, they comfort me. Strength is rising. Lift up your heads, you weary souls. Our God is not done yet. Our King will come with the morning light, bringing joy to the darkest of night. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, for the journey is long. At the end of your wanderings, lift your hands and bless the Lord. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, His strength will still come. At the end of your wanderings, you'll see the grace that He giveth and giveth and giveth again. Your word will be enough when I cannot hear, when I start to fear. Your word will be enough. Your voice will lead me in when I can't escape, to the quiet place. Your voice will lead me in. Lift up your heads, you weary souls. Our God is not done yet. Our King will come with the morning light, bringing joy to the darkest of night. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, for the journey is long. At the end of your wanderings, lift your hands and bless the Lord. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, His strength will still come. At the end of your wanderings, you'll see the grace that He giveth and giveth and giveth again. Set your face to Zion and see. Great things has our God yet to bring. Every step I will choose to believe that your promise is unraveling. Set your face to Zion and see. Great things has our God yet to bring. Every step I will choose to believe that your promise is unraveling. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, for the journey is long. At the end of your wanderings, lift your hands and bless the Lord. Carry on, oh you pilgrims. Don't lose heart, His strength will still come. At the end of your wanderings, you'll see the grace that He giveth and giveth and giveth again. it gone. I've never known a love so steady. Even gold won't turn your tide. We flow together like an ocean, every low and every high. And I would have you anyway, dear, any way your heart could bear. Even if you had to leave me, I'd always be waiting here. Even when we are apart, I will keep you in my heart. And I wouldn't change a thing, even if I were the king. I've never known a brighter sunset, but every day I see it rise. I never thought it could be better until I saw it in your eyes. Even when we are apart, I will keep you in my heart. I will hold the world at bay just to see you smile again. And when time begins to fade, I will love you just the same. And I wouldn't change a thing, even if I were the king.
I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. I love the frost cover. I just put one layer on because that still allows light in, and it's more than enough of a visual barrier from the inside and the outside. If I need to put some on the door, I will, but I'd rather not, just because we've got the strawberries there and I want to allow them to have a little bit of sunlight through the shade cloth, and hopefully they'll get enough to survive. I guess we'll see, but it seems Freckle Betty's favorite snacky cake is strawberry plants, so they might not live that long. Whatever, we've got plenty of runners. So what we've got along here is green feast peas here. We had a couple spare left over, and then Massey Gem shelling peas, and they will go up. I was hesitant to plant anything that was going to be climbing up during the colder months, just because the whole point of moving all that wood was to actually make sure that they got enough sun. But to be honest, I think they'll let enough dappled sunlight through, and they're getting enough sun. And I can see somewhere where I need to pin the frost cover down, just that's blowing a little bit in the wind, but otherwise it's holding together really nicely. But I think the peas, like, I've got to put them in somewhere. Some of them are flowering. They've been sitting in the growing containers for so long. We've also got a couple of spots of yellow pansy. We've got a beautiful oak leaf hydrangea. As I said before, my hydrangea cuttings not looking so good. The other things that we've got down here are also cuttings that did beautifully. So we've got a whole bunch of Mona lavender. Mona lavender will do beautifully in full-blown shade or with very, very little sunlight, and it's got this beautiful purple underleaf. It creates these gorgeous purple flower spires that don't look anything like lavenders, and the native bees go nuts for them. The best part is they are free. They are from a plant I bought about 7 years ago, and I have basically populated many houses with that Mona lavender plant, because all you have to do is chop it off, stick it in water for a couple of weeks, and it'll grow roots, and it does tolerate quite a bit of sun. It just bleaches the color, so I really prefer it in the deep shade. We've also got some coleus, and the coleus plant is from a coleus that's about 3 or 4 years old that I've been making multiple cuttings from. The one particular plant survived through last winter, so maybe the cuttings might, if they get enough of a chance to take root. Doubtful, but whatever. If they cover this area and give a little bit of shade for a couple of weeks and then they die off in winter, that's fine, whatevs. And we've got some Love is a Mist flower here, and a cutting that I took of a what's it called, red twig dogwoods. The yellow twig dogwoods did not root, or have not yet, and that's kind of the thing with cuttings. Just take a bunch of them, and if you end up with too many, well, you can always compost them, but chances are you'll end up with a few, and all you need is a couple. So if you take a whole bunch, then it doesn't matter if some of them don't turn out. So that is pretty much it for our coop tour. I'm just going to loosen this off and get a few seeds out for the girls. I don't think they've quite worked out how this works yet, but I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the coop and how it's working and how I'm identifying issues as we go and adjusting. The girls were in here having the most beautiful little sun-bathed dirt bath before, so it was really lovely to get to see them kind of relaxing and chilling out in here. But it's supposed to be raining now. Thankfully it is not, otherwise we wouldn't have got any of this done. But it is supposed to start raining this afternoon quite heavily, so I want to mulch around behind their house, which I didn't want to do last night because they were going to bed and we had to get ready for the barbecue. But I just want to put a little bit more mulch around just to make sure they don't have a soggy couple of days while I'm busy working and unable to really come down and, you know, hang out here and look after them as intensely as I have been. But I'm just gonna get that mulch going. I'll have a look at the fire ash. If it has cooled down enough that it's not warm, then I'll spread it in here. The charcoal has been great for reducing the chicken smell, both in the coop and in the run, and also the girls will like to take a little sunbathe dirt bath in the fire ash. But if it's not cooled down enough, I'll do that another day. And then I'm going to just mow the lawn, put the clippings in because Big Betty loves them, and then I've got to get ready for my return to work. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this kind of coop tour and coop renovations video. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and hopefully we will see you again in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.